Hey everybody, I've been getting a bunch of questions regarding Nightfall scoring and modifiers and handicaps. On top of that, the Solstice event Legendary Helmet requires you to get a score threshold clear of 110,000 in order to obtain the Masterwork. So I thought this would be a good time to give my thoughts on all of this and see if it hopefully helps anybody out. So first, let's start with the Nightfall. It's Will of the Thousands this week. This is a high specific Nightfall and comes in two variants. There's a Shrieker version and a Knight version. For modifiers, realistically, there are only a handful of mods to choose from in terms of improving your score while at an optimal pace. For example, something like Grounded not only makes your run detrimental, but also rewards a measly 0.25 multiplier, whereas something like Famine awards the same amount of points, but does not cripple your gameplay much, if at all. In my opinion, here are the modifiers that are balanced enough to where the difficulty is worth the score increase. Extinguish, Match Game, Blackout, Famine, and finally Iron. All of these have at least a 0.25x modifier while not crippling your actions in-game. Now, what you run in your modifier slots are up for debate and depend on what kind of run you're going on. There are three ways you can look at this. There's the safe option, the challenging option, and the dangerous option. The safe option is where you complete your strengths and enter the Nightfall at or above the level of the strike, which is 360. In this option, you're essentially going for speed runs with things like heavyweight and momentum, or run a mix of speed and slight multiplier to increase your score in the 5-digit range. My suggestion loadout for this would be a Singe, heavyweight, momentum, and iron. However, if you want, you can just keep iron off and run those two buffs. Challenging is where you can start stacking negative buffs to increase your score while still lingering or be slightly under the strike's light level. So in this case, 340 to 360, this can achieve a 6-digit score. It's worth noting that you can get away with putting up a high handicap while also running heavyweight for certain strikes where you can earn massive points from a bunch of majors. For example, Will of the Thousands. A suggestion loadout for this would be a Singe, Match Game, Famine, and Iron with a medium handicap. However, if you want, you can put on heavyweight while also increasing your handicap to about 40. That's completely optional and up to you if you're comfortable with that. Dangerous is where you take your sanity and throw it out of the window. This is where you can stack the worst negative buffs your team can handle and go to town on the handicap multiplier, which goes up to 75. That is the maximum. So your character can go from 311 if your maximum is 385 and go upwards by 1 depending how much higher your light level is, you know, due to Solstice of Hero armor and 400 weapons from raids, things like that. So it just depends, but the lowest you can go is 311 at a 74 handicap because anything past that is immune, and up to, I believe, like 326-ish or 325, something like that. So my suggestion loadout for this would be Extinguish, Match Game, and Blackout. However, if Extinguish or Blackout put too much pressure on your fire team, you could swap those out for Famine or Iron. I would still keep one of them on because taking both of them off significantly diminishes your score if you're going for a giant handicap max score run. So that's my 2 cents on that. Currently, the highest multiplier output in the game. While they aren't the hardest mods, they can be brutal if you aren't organized, so just keep that in mind, because one bad mistake and you're back in orbit. In this specific Nightfall, you will encounter only Arc and Solar Shields, with a majority of it being Arc regardless of variant. So immediately you want to focus on having Arc/Solar loadouts regardless of what difficulty you're using, especially if you're using Match Game. As counterproductive as this sounds, I definitely recommend Arc Singe for most teams, and there's two reasons for this. First, mostly strike is Arc shields. There's a few wizards to deal with and no void shields, so you want to just stick to Arc. Additionally, the knights will keep healing non-stop if you let them, so Arc Singe definitely helps you take care of their secondary shields as well as their built-in shields to kill them much faster. You want to have range-based weapons for this strike, as you want to keep your distance from almost everything, basically, including Zol, who can one-shot you instantly. And not only that, if your team is within the distance, he can one-shot everybody and just wipe you immediately. So, my personal recommendation for this would be an Energy Scout, and then a Sniper Rifle or a Linear Fusion. Primaries are more flexible, but I just usually stick with a hand cannon just to pick off acolytes and things like that. Overall, if you're going for that potential score threshold of 110k to get that Masterwork armor, or the Nightfall exclusive, or Catalysts, my recommendation in total would be a handicap multiplier between 39 and 44. In Singe, you go with Arc. For modifiers, you go Heavyweight, Match Game, and Blackout. This will give you a grand total multiplier of 3.6x, more than enough to get you that 110,000 threshold, and leave you leeway to spawn kill Zol if you wish to do so with, let's say, the Whisper. Alternatively, if you're not a big fan of Match Game or Blackout, you can swap one out for Famine or Iron. However, you may need to end up killing more ads during the Zol fight instead of immediately spawn killing him. You can just tweak that how you wish. If done within the 18-minute time limit, you should hit 110,000 and beyond and have your Solstice helmet completed and your new threshold set. If this has or will help anybody in the Nightfall runs, feel free to leave a comment and let me know, or whatever the hip young kids do these days. And if there's positive feedback, I may end up doing these for each of the Nightfalls to hopefully help more people out. Alright, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video. There may or may not be a rare drop at the end. Wink, wink. I'll catch you guys next time. A short. Fuck.
Really use the Valkyrie right now.
He's low.
Kind of. But the Valkyrie is ready.
He's dead.
Alright. I need you to throw the Valkyrie into the core and force a full meltdown.
Oh god!
Randy, you good, bro?
Yeah.
Breathing pretty heavy over there.
Sorry.
Yeah, apologize for breathing.
I want you
Sorry
having a
for
heart
being
attack
alive.
on us or something.
I mean, if I had a heart attack, you wouldn't hear me breathing.
No, I didn't get the orbs yet.
I'm holding a Valkyrie, but I'm not holding a Valkyrie.
Are off the charts.
Noise?
Let's see what Zol thinks of cutting-edge Hree tech.
Can I salvage this?
Oh yeah, no. I needed you to break that arc shield, Snurf.
I don't have arc on me.
Not even energy?
Owie.
No.
Okay, well the shields are broken now. Or I'm trying anyway.
Yeah, just spawned up.
I've never seen anything so powerful. Be careful.
I'm gonna go for the melting point.
Alright, enjoy your death.
Guardian down.
Right in queue.
That was a fucking crit. Fuck off. That's fine, he's gonna leave.
I'm about to get farmed.
Guardian down.
How is he
I lied.
one-shotting you?
Bowler?
He does like not even 50% to me when he beams me.
Because you're running. That's why.
No,
was
when I'm
ru-
sniping.
I don't know.
He's coming.
Try to hold on a little longer. Anna is bringing the neural net online.
Ads, please. Alright, stop overcompensating if you're a small wiener. There you go.
Get to a node and power up the javelin.
No, you're about to get fucking. You
Oh
got
god!
You got all three of us sparring. Oh my god.
It's a movie that we clip right there.
That is
Wait.
not a movie of the week, Cliff.
I have 0 super now. Fantastic.
I have mine.
I've never seen anything so
Oh boy.
Alright, let's see. I'm gonna eat a shot. See what happens. Okay, now I died.
How'd you die?
If he shoots like the ground in front of you, you die. But if he beams you like over the head, it doesn't kill you.
Alright, walk forward towards him.
Alright, he missed. Lol. He missed again. Lol. Sliding is OP.
So much for Phase Zol.
You say phase Zol like the team? Alright, go. I got nothing. I got a smoke grenade there.
Hog.
Yeah, for some reason your shit is baby orb too, even though we all died.
What the? I just sleeping to myself.
Damn it.
Try to hold on a little longer. Anna is bringing the neural net online.
Okay, don't farm us this time, okay?
Javelin is online and ready.
Yeah, no,
Oh!
I crit him with the Valkyrie in the face. That was nice.
Uh-oh.
Auxiliary power has been activated. Get to a node and power up the javelin.
That's a rip. Oh, I take that back. It's not a rip. Okay, and then the boss took your fucking
That's a
head
rip.
off. I wonder if I can get him while in this. Well, that answers that question.
Done.
Oh! You want to kill him with your tether? Oh, that's
I
right.
just fired it.
Pop boons.
All right, for science.
I knew you
Pay
could.
attention this time.
You saved Rasputin and Mars.
I'll pay attention if I get a catalyst.
You, Anna. Thanks for the assist.
Thank Rasputin.
I'm ready to watch these blues pop out of the chest.
Dude, Gary's gonna get trans.
You gotta kill yourself with your sleeper against the chest. That's the key.
Kill myself with a sleeper I don't have equipped.
Talking about snare forehead.
Oh, I got a
Catalyst,
trans
let's
bat.
go!
No legend.
How many? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Count them. Count
I
them.
got four greens and a catalyst.
4 greens, 2 duplicates.
Let's go.
I think
Merciless
this
catalyst.
legendary engram is
Nice.
trans man striker. Yep.